Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 42 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy, and we're going to hang out here in the floor of my den/schoolroom today because, honestly, I like the lighting in here and I'm too lazy to walk upstairs. So, welcome to the show. If this is your first time hanging out with me, thanks for joining me, and if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. Have y'all had a good 2 weeks? I hope so. I've had a pretty good 2 weeks. Vacation, lots of happenings, not so much in the knitting front, but that's okay, right? You can forgive me a little bit? I hope so. If not, I'm sorry. So, I have something finished. You want to see? I have some socks. These are like little ankle socks. I don't do ankle socks very often. So, these are my little ankle socks. The yarn is my shoot base that I had left over for some other projects. Obviously, I haven't woven ends in. I'll have a big end weaving party when I finish what I'm working on right now. I'll sit down and do all the ends at once. But anyways, it's a vanilla sock, toe up, 64 stitches, short row heel, German short row heel, because that's my go-to heel right now. And I just did a little rolled cuff. So, that's my socks. I have them finished. I have something, I'm going to set these aside. We're going to come back to these for a moment because I have something I want to talk to y'all about. But here you go. They are finished. 2 pairs. They need to be blocked. They haven't been washed, but they're done. So the other thing that got some love and some work on is my Joy Alloy pattern. It's from Megan Williams. The yarn is part of my ZK goodie bag. And so all the yarn is a different dyer. Every color is a different dyer. And I am down to the 6th color. I'm getting ready to join the last color in. My goal is to really have this done by next week. Can y'all see that? It's like a polka dotty pink. So, last week, I didn't do a podcast. 2 weeks ago, when I showed it to you, I was right here. And so I made pretty good progress in the 2 weeks, given I also did the socks and lots of traveling. So I'm pretty proud of this. I love how this is coming out. It is a triangular shawl. There's short rows on this side. And so it's going to be a little bit, I don't know if it's going to be lumpy jawed or not, but it might be a little skewed. Asymmetrical. That's the right word. Lumpy jawed. You know. So we'll see when I get it finished and blocked. But this is going. I said I was going to have an end weaving party. This is why I will be having an end weaving party, because all of these are joins. See all that? I played a little bit of yarn chicken too this week, because that little bitty ball right there, that's all the blue I had left. I was really nervous that I wasn't going to have enough to finish that last row. So we'll see what happens with the purple and the pink. But this is progressing quite rapidly, and I love it. I am really excited to have this off the needle soon and to be able to wear it. I'm so excited. So that is my Joy Alloy pattern. So I have not done any spinning over the last 2 weeks. I did some master knitter reading, but I really have nothing to show you from that. I just did some reading. So, in lieu of that, I am going to take a little moment to discuss how I change colors, because I'm kind of curious, am I the only one who does this, or do y'all have a better tip, trick, hint? I don't know. I had a friend, I was chatting with her, she's a fairly new spinner, and I was chatting with her last month, and we were chatting about how do you go from one ball to another. She'd never done that before. And I told her the way I do it is to knit till you're almost out, or to where you want to change, and you take your old yarn and you overlay it with your new yarn, and you knit 3 stitches, and then you drop your old yarn and keep going. And she was like, okay, that'll work, except for what do you do if you have a different color? And I honestly do the same thing with a different color. If it's fingering weight, even if it's DK weight, sometimes not so much worsted or bulky, kind of have to feel for it, because it does make those 3 stitches a little bit thicker but I think it makes the fabric tension all around that area more even overall. So I told her that, and she's like, but you can tell. You can see those colors. So I wanted to show y'all. If you look, I'm getting all up in your grill, and I'm sorry. But if you look right there, do you see right there? Those 3 stitches right there are where I changed my color yarn. So from back here, you'll never know. On my foot, you'll never see them. So those 3 little stitches that we got all up close for, that's where I did the color change of the teal on top of the blue, or on top of the green. Hi, Chihuahua. Teal on top of the gray. That's where that transition happened. And I personally would never notice unless you're seriously looking for it. Am I the only one that does that? I would love to hear how you handle color joins and changes. Do you do that, or do you just drop your old color, pick up your new color, keep going, and then do the weave in? Do you do the magic knot? I have done the magic knot a couple of times, but it's always been on shawls, and honestly, it's been on shawls that I haven't kept. I have done several different things and given them to other people. So I'm assuming it held. They didn't bring it back and say it didn't work, but I don't know how often they wear them either. So, what's y'all's thoughts? Do you have a preference? Do you care? I'm kind of nosy now. I'm curious. Am I alone on this? So, I don't really have a lot besides that. I kind of want to throw that out there today. Come check out the group. Come chat with us in there. The Christmas countdown is happening still. Tomorrow's the 25th. Tomorrow I need a draw. It's almost Christmas. I saw a meme yesterday that said Christmas is in 19 Fridays. I find that somewhat depressing. But 19 Fridays. I need to get some things going here. 19 Fridays. So, if you're in the same boat that I am and you want to get some things done, come chat with us. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you next week. So,